I'm on my way.
Long lost footage, original dialogue tapes, special effects rushes, unheard music. In just over a year, the film gods have revealed a treasure trove of exciting finds to us.
When I count 10, I'm gonna shoot you, dick sucker.
The common theme, naturally, is that it's all Gerry and Sylvia Anderson related. Space 1999, Four Feather Falls, Thunderbirds, and more. Well, that's hardly surprising given our primary interest. However, our search has cast a wide net and has involved opening many unrelated film cans too, which has included the odd curio. Mother from The Avengers, for instance, on the dance floor, or the odd mildly amusing international advert.
Hey!
But nothing that might be termed significant. Until last week, that is, when we opened 3 ordinary-looking cardboard boxes and emptied out their 35mm contents. Again, we found nothing of any significance, unless the trailer for Men in Black is lost, that is. Until the last can, which contained a series of raggedy, curled bits of tinted films of a few frames each, lasting anywhere between a second and 40 seconds. A quick inspection, however, and it became immediately apparent that these were from the silent era. What was less readily apparent was the identity of these films. After some research, 2 films have revealed themselves to be extracts from long-missing silent pictures. But some of the others, well, we need your help. So having opened the film can, reassembled the fragments, and scanned them in 4K, let's have a look at what we've found and see who can fill in the gaps. The first identification was thanks to the Vitagraph Company, who were kind enough to stamp the tinted intertitles of this film with not just their studio name, but the name of the film throughout. Reassembled from 12 separate fragments, we were able to recover 2.5 minutes from this 1916 comedy, The Double Cross, in which William Dangman, playing recurring character Harold Hopeful, uses cunning and deception to first get himself a job, and then to oust the boss man, Easy Doe. This appears to be Dangman's second shot at establishing a recurring character. He also made several films as Freddy, but his short film career came to an end in 1916, indicating that audiences weren't too interested. Still, in just 2 short years, we know of 23 appearances by the actor. The Double Cross was a single-reeler film, running to approximately 10 minutes, and so this recovery represents nearly a quarter of the final picture. This short extract, in which a young woman looks on appreciatively at a boxer post-match, has no intertitles. We can assume that this was longer than 1 reel, as an end of part 1 caption briefly appears, but otherwise, we're at a loss. Answers to your local gymnasium, please. This short film from 1931 appears to be the only complete extract in the can, and consequently was easy to identify. This Pathè Pictorial newsreel about a continental spasm that looks very queer indeed is about an unusual type of boat. A quick look at the Pathè website shows the film still exists, although their version is sans title and intertitle. A baby almost meets an unfortunate end in front of a motor car, but much more than that, we don't know. A very brief bit of footage of what appears to be a noteworthy event in England, with the footage capturing another film camera at work. But what is the event? This documentary footage captured somewhere in the Far East is rather evocative with its red-tinted film, but where or when it was taken, or indeed what for, we're at a loss to say. Heading back west, we arrive at more footage, this time of a royal visit to India. This appears to capture the then Prince of Wales, later the short-reigning Edward VIII, on a visit to the country in February 1922. A quick investigation online shows that the BFI hold a much longer version of this film. This orphan extract had no titles or intertitles, and so we've no idea. Can you shed any light? This is another orphan extract of a woman in conversation with a man. Oh, I see. What would you say? And then our lip-reading skills run out. So we've no idea what this clip could be from. Never mind, they are quite welcome. But who on earth are they? And what are they welcome to? From this red-tinted extract, we learn that love is a wonderful thing, Mother. But not much else. This film was initially awkward to identify until one of the intertitles helpfully revealed that the lead character was the rather distinctively named Tessabel Skinner. Armed with this information, we were able to see that there were two adaptations of Tess of the Storm Country, both based on the 1909 novel and both starring Mary Pickford as Tessabel Skinner. These two versions from 1914 and 1922 still exist. However, further research revealed a continuation film released in 1917 starring Norma Talmadge called The Secret of the Storm Country. In this version, Tess Skinner has fallen for a wealthy young man and married him in secret so as to avoid the scorn of her parents. His parents, however, have arranged a marriage to an heiress. Norma Talmadge was part of an acting family. Her sisters Constance and Natalie also appeared in silent films, and The Secret of the Storm Country was made by a production company, the Norma Talmadge Film Corporation, which she ran with her husband Joseph M. Schenck. The feature is listed as completely missing, but the film cam we uncovered contained some 2.5 minutes of continuous footage. This means that we are the first to set eyes on scenes from this film in many, many years. In this scene, Skinner sacrifices her own reputation in order to conceal her husband's crime of bigamy. So 26 strips of celluloid reassembled into sections of 12 films. We've identified 4. Can you help us solve the mystery of the rest? Maybe an intertitle prompts a memory. Perhaps a face rings a bell. Take another look and let us know. Meanwhile, our search, as ever, continues. "25 frames of negative? Absolutely no idea. Anyone else?"